For those of you that have one of these, which is an intervalometer, which is a fancy name for a camera timer, but if you have one of these or you intend on buying one, you may realize, if you like, the same problem that I encountered with mine. While it runs on two small little AAA batteries, the problem and the thing I didn't like about it was the very minute you inserted those batteries, the unit came on, and it remained on while the batteries were in there. Now, it may not consume a lot of power and the batteries may last a long time. I didn't care to test them, but the problem I would imagine could arise is that you'd leave the batteries in it, you come back a month later, 3 weeks later, 2 weeks later to use it again, and the batteries are dead. So what did I do? Well, I installed a small little switch on the side of it, and I'm going to open it up and I'm going to show you how I did that. So that's what this DIY project is about. It's a short DIY project, small one, very easy to do, and I will open up the unit and I will show you exactly how it's done. As I said, I'm going to open this up, so I'll just remove the two batteries, and you're going to need a small little Phillips screwdriver, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 screws in this particular one here. So I just spin out them like so. 4, 5 and 6. I'll put these two to one side. Actually put them on the lid of that, and the back just lifts away very easily. Now the trick here is to find the positive end from the battery arrangement and find where it feeds into on the circuit board itself. And as it happened, there's the negative and there's the positive on this particular model. There it is there. That's the positive and that's the negative. So what I did to make life very simple was I just followed the track just lift that little wire back. I followed the track up along and discovered where I could actually cut it. So the simplest way was to cut the track and then solder a wire either side of the actual track. Now I cut it just there. I hope you can see that. It's just there. It's only a small little nick in the actual track. This is the positive, as I say, and it runs up along up here and on up along like that and into the unit. So what I did was I just cut the track here with a Stanley knife, and then I scraped off some of the shellac insulation off the actual copper track on this side of the cut. We'll say the high side of the cut. So I soldered a red wire then to the main positive input from the batteries, and I did that with a little red wire, and then I soldered a black little wire to the high side of the cut in the track. Okay, so basically these two wires are parallel across the actual track, and the cut is down here in the middle. And then I ran those 2 wires up to a small little slider switch. Now you get these on eBay or any good electronics hardware store, no problem. And it basically has a common, a normally open or a normally closed. So obviously you put it to the normally open side. I have it that when I push the switch up, it switches it on. So this is the common here in the middle. There's 3 connections. The common one is in the middle and the normally open is on the top in this case. And I basically just glued the little switch to the actual circuit board here. And then to allow for the switch to come out that you can actually use it, I just cut a tiny little track in the actual side of the casing, and I did the same with this here. I hope you can see that. I cut out another little track there. So basically you're just bridging across the cut that you make in the track that feeds the system. You're just basically bridging across that with a switch, so that it requires the switch to come on rather than the minute you put the batteries in that it works and switches on automatically. So when you have that done, basically then you're just putting back the cover on it again, and you can see there how the switch fits in very neat and tidy into the actual side of it. And then you get your screws. Is any of them left in there? Oh, 2 of them. And you screw them back into position like so. And these 2 in here. So as I say, it is a very simple little method of doing it, but it's very effective. And I'll save on the old batteries. Even if you use rechargeables, you still have the hassle of trying to recharge them. Whereas this way I can leave the batteries in all the time and not worry about them. So now that batteries are in, all I have to do, switch it on and it comes on. Okay. Switch it off, goes off. Put it in your bag, no worries. So that's it, folks. Hit the old like and the subscribe button, and I hope this will work for you as well and that you'll find it useful. Thanks for watching.